Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Learning Night Elf series. This episode I'm going to be covering a strategy in the Night Elf vs Undead matchup. This is just me doing the build against the computer. I wanted to go over some replays with this, but with the recent patch it broke the replays that I have for it. So didn't really want to go and dig through it to find new ones. But I do have some of my own games, but I don't think it's particularly as good as, watching like Moon or something do it. So just a couple notes at the start of this. I'm going to be doing a 10 wisp tech into a with a keeper first, with the second hero being Demon Hunter into mass air. So my army comp is going to be archers into hippo riders into fairy dragons. I will of course be getting an expansion along the way as well, and I will be doing a scouting. My scout timing will be after first wisp out of my tree after my altar finishes. This is pretty typical in this matchup, because you want to get your wisp into a position where it's not going to be at risk of being coiled, and you're going to be in a position of seeing what you need to see from a fast expansion standpoint. So with that said, on this map I'm playing Tidehunter, so a really I guess nice creep route you can do on this map to creep level 2 and get some good items is to creep this gold mine. One big aspect in this strategy is to basically get level 2 and try and control the ghoul count. A lot of times in the past, you might see people just focus on creeping 3 and then be aggressive. That really has fallen out of favor because of the fact that better players will just basically send their ghouls home, and you can't really threaten the ghouls with your level 2 entangle anymore by just creeping 3. So the focus is going to be to start harassing after you get level 2 with your first entangles, and really just basically focusing on entangling ghouls. So with this said, a little bit unfortunate in this one because it's pulling the other creep camp. I did not really want that to happen, but sometimes shit happens. So I'm going to go ahead and creep this, just the gold mine creep. And try and oops, I forgot to tech and ignore the rest of it. And so again, I did mention at level 2 is when you would normally start harassing. So I'm gonna just creep that and then send this to heal and go harass. So one thing you'll notice that I did in this game is that I creeped my gold mine early. So on some maps you can't really do that, but on this map you can. So with that gold mine free, I'm actually just going to go ahead and build my expansion here first. Oh, I forgot to heal you. Go back and heal, dude. Alright. Okay. And so in a normal game, you would of course be scouting for a fast expo or trying to go after ghouls right now. Of course, I'm playing against a computer, so all that I can really do is creep. So I'm just going to be creeping and trying to creep as much as I can, while getting up to tier 2. Okay, so I have an opportunity to build Moonwall, so I'm going to go ahead and build it. I'm going to need to have 3 Moonwalls and just 3 Moonwalls and 5 archers by the time I hit tier 2. So I did mention that I went a 10 wisp tech, and what that is just 1 extra wisp over what you would normally build. So it's basically, as one of my friends just pointed out to me, it's basically an extra 100 wood by the time you hit tier 2. But the big use for it is the fact that I'm going to build Nature's Blessing right as I hit tier 2. The reason why this is so important is it gives your AOW a lot of movement speed, of course, but also a lot of armor as well as your treants. So it gives you a lot of strength in a period of the game that you would normally not have that strength. So for instance, a big focus of mass air was to kind of delay the game as much as you can until your economy really picks up. But when you play this style, you really don't need to delay the game, because with Nature's Blessing, you're just it's gonna naturally delay the push that happens on your base if they go for a push, to the point where it doesn't really threaten to kill you. So if you noticed, right when I hit tier 2, look what I built. I built Nature's Blessing, I built my second hero, and I built 2 wins. So that is basically, and my resources are looking pretty decent. So I'm gonna start building wisps here. Everything is starting to come together. So if you're not in this position, then basically something went wrong. And then you can just figure out from what about your build went wrong. One thing I did skip is my archer range upgrade, and I'm just AFKing waiting for my demon hunter, which is coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and start creeping this. Creep that. I'm gonna give him some items, and I'm just gonna send my keeper to harass. And obviously by harass, there's not really anything I'm gonna be able to do, because I mean I'm playing against an undead or a computer. So let's go ahead and just keep creeping this. Oh, there he is. What is he doing here? Oh, it's a Crypt Lord. And he's just going to be chasing after me. So basically, you're just going to be annoying with your keeper as much as you can. Let's actually try and kill some stuff. Okay. So he's actually coming to be aggressive. So we're going to go over here. Computers AI are broken in many cases, so it's actually I don't even need to kill him. Yeah. So at this point, I basically have already won the game, because he has nothing that can hit my air. And this is pretty much the gist of the build, though. You're basically going to start building enough hippos to fill up your archers, and then you're going to just transition into fairy dragons. If I was to be playing against a person that was playing, gargs or something, I would typically stop the demon hunter from being built, and I would just go into an alchemist with mass hippo rider or hippogriffs. This is a pretty solid transition, because you're going to be on 2 bases, and 1 base gargs can't really beat the 2 bases, so you don't really have to worry about anything. And I missed 1 hippo rider, so we'll just go ahead and creep it. But that's pretty much the gist of the build. So go ahead and try this out in your games, and yeah, good luck.